On September 15th, Nike created a revolutionary new basketball shoe. On October 18th, the NBA threw them out of the game. Fortunately, the NBA can't stop you from wearing them. Air Jordans from Nike.
What's up, sneaker fam? It's your boy DJ striking up with another sneaker discussion video. More like a rant, but it's definitely still a discussion. It's open for discussion. I want you guys to send me your thoughts, comments, you know, whatever you guys are thinking about in regards with the topic of this video. I definitely want to hear from you. The first video of 2014. So first I want to say Happy New Year to everybody, all the subscribers to my channel. Thank you guys. 2013, man, that was awesome. And 2014, we're gonna, you know, hopefully just continue. So the theme of this video is pretty simple. These last two releases in 2013, man, just I had to share this, and like I said, it's a rant, but it's also kind of an eye-opening experience. And it was just these last two releases. Now, you guys know that I belong to a sneaker group, and my sneaker group is just, you know, they're my crew. These are my people. You know, the theme of the sneaker group is that we're supposed to look out for each other. We're supposed to take care of each other. And for the most part, I started the group back in September of 2013. It's been going good, all right? September, October, November, it was good. You know, we got some people in the group. You know, everybody's kind of looking out for each other with releases and whatnot. And then December comes. And I'm still shocked by the way how things went down. Now, in December, you guys see it, the Gamma 11s. That's where the trouble began. All of a sudden, people that you thought were looking out for you, all of a sudden, man, just this shoe, because it was in such high demand, the hype just got stupid for this shoe. All of a sudden, people just started seeing dollar signs, I think. And we handled the business on the page. We asked, you know, some people, you know, hey, we're gonna remove you from the page because, you know, they were just reselling the shoe instead of taking care of the group. Now, my group is small, all right? I don't have hundreds of members. It's a small group, so it almost had a family feel to it. And we were hoping that people were gonna look out for each other with this release of the Gamma 11. Some people did, but some people decided to resell. No biggie. Like I said, we took care of that business. But the next release, this just went crazy. Now, if you guys saw my last video, you saw the hype behind the 11. You saw the footage that I put up of fights, people just lining up crazy for this shoe. And it just happens that's what happens whenever an 11 gets released. The Concord, you know, the Concord's 11, you know, the Bread 11, and now you got the Gamma 11. Everybody just goes nuts for an 11 whenever it gets released. Then this next shoe was so freaking hyped. Why was it hyped? Let me give you guys a little history lesson. Check this out.
The Air Jordan's initial design, a red and black two-color scheme, was illegal by NBA standards. Yet Nike's first ads in the spring of 1985 made it sound as though the shoe had been banned for giving an unfair advantage to a luminous new star. When the Air Jordan was banned, Michael Jordan's new image was born. Hip, charismatic, transcendent. 450,000 pairs of Air Jordans were sold in the first month.
That's when stores, you know, were opening up at midnight because the lines were around the corner. No shoe really had that. No shoe.
With success came controversy. The first Air Jordans cost $65 a pair.
All right, you saw that. The reason this shoe is so hyped is because everybody says this is what started everything. This is the first shoe that caused lines around buildings. When the shoe first came out, when Jordan was a rookie, all of a sudden people were like, you know, I gotta get that shoe. Because of the hype that it created when the NBA banned the shoe. When the NBA said you can't wear that shoe, people said, oh, well, if Jordan can fly, it must be the shoes. And you guys saw that in all the commercials afterward. When Spike Lee was directing the commercials, he would say, it's got to be the shoes. Well, that was the hype. It started back then, and it's still here today. This shoe released, it was $140. Once again, man, dollar signs. Dollar signs just popped into everybody's eyes. People all of a sudden were saying, hey man, I could make a sweet profit on that shoe. All right. General release, even though some people said it was a limited release, you know, different people, different opinions, whatever the case is, this shoe just caused people to go nuts. I saw people flipping kid sizes for $175 over retail. The shoe for a kid size, excuse me, the shoe for a kid size was $100, $100 and something with tax and whatnot. And people just marked it up. Crazy. I saw people selling kid sizes for $250, $275. Adult sizes were going for $350, $400. And people in my group decided that they were going to become resellers with this shoe. This shoe, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I'm not enjoying this shoe right now. I'm not. Normally when the shoe comes out and I was able to cop, man, I'm excited. I want to look at the shoe. I want to do a review on the shoe. I want to, I want to enjoy the shoe, and I can't even enjoy this shoe, man. This release just did nothing for me. I got lucky. I got a phone call from House of Hoops. I was able to cop my shoe, and it just, if you don't see the disgust in my face, horrible, man, horrible. It's heartbreaking because, again, the people that were in my group, I really thought that we were a family and we were looking to help each other out. And man, I don't even know what to say except that I was so upset that I literally shut my page down. I shut down the group. I deleted everything. And the funny thing is that I was ready to just kill the group. I said, if I can't trust, some of these people, then what's the point in having the group? Why am I doing this? And some of the real hardcore members, the members who love the page, they came back and said, Johnny, don't kill the page, man. Just forget those people, man. People love the page. They love that family atmosphere that we had on the page, and it took a little bit of convincing, but man, some of the people on that page, especially some of the people that I already met face to face, people who I hung out with, during the meet and greet when we first had our first meet and greet, these people were like, dude, just reorganize, change a couple things, and keep the group small, and we'll just keep moving forward. And you know what? That's exactly what I decided to do. I didn't kill the page, but I shrunk the membership down to just people that I knew I could trust, people that I saw making an effort in the group to help other people. And we're nothing special, man. My group doesn't have no connections. We don't got no hookups. But what we do have is we have that family, that friendship, that relationship. And some of these guys will go out and grab just tickets from every single store, hoping that we can get a phone call to cop these shoes. And those are the people I decided, to re-invite back into the group. And, everybody else, it's like, what, I'm sorry if you're not in the group, but, I think this is probably better just to keep the group smaller. So I want to hear your opinions. I want to know what you guys thought of the Gammas and the banned ones. What hype are you seeing? You know, because I know, you know, different cities, you know, different places, there's different hype. I can tell you right now that people want that shoe bad. That banned one, everybody is just paying stupid prices to resellers to get that shoe. I want to know what you guys think. You know, were you guys lucky enough to get a pair? You know, did you get a pair? Are you enjoying it? Because, like I said, man, I decided that I wasn't going to fall hype anymore to no shoe. After I picked up my Bred 11s, and then I saw restock after restock after restock, I just said, you know what? I'm not going to overpay for a shoe anymore. I'm not going to give resellers my money. You know, if I can get the shoe, great. If I have to pay a little bit over, you know, like on this shoe, on the Gamma, I ended up paying $50 over retail. I figured that was fair. You know, whoever got the shoe, you know, they were standing in line, you know, at Nike Town. That's fine. I can do that. But I'm not going to pay over retail for many shoes. And like I said, the craziness that I saw with that banned one is just wow. And like I said, it killed a little bit of that sneaker enthusiast in me. Because in my belief, and this is strictly my belief, all right, I don't think that you can be a sneakerhead or a sneaker enthusiast and sell shoes at the same time for profit. The minute you decide to flip a shoe for a profit is the day that you can no longer call yourself a sneakerhead. You can no longer call yourself a sneaker enthusiast, because a sneaker enthusiast does it for the love of the shoe. All right, you're enjoying the shoe, you're enjoying the culture, you're enjoying the fashion, the history, everything that makes that shoe. But the minute that you flip a shoe for a profit, in my personal opinion, I don't think you can be a sneaker enthusiast anymore. And I thought in my group, I didn't think we had those people. I always said in this group, there's no resellers. And man, I was wrong. I had a couple of people in there that decided that they just wanted to start flipping shoes. And that's cool, you know. I'm not going to hate, and I still don't hate on resellers. If that's your game, if that's your hustle, go do it. But again, that's your label. You're a reseller. You're not a sneakerhead. You're not a sneaker enthusiast, in my opinion. That's not how I look at you. I look at you as a businessman, as a reseller. You're doing this to put money in your pocket. That's your thing. But in my family, in my group, we just don't do that, you know? And like I said, I was hurt, you know, shocked, heartbroken, you know? But, you know, me and my boys, we just kind of got past that, and we decided that we were going to keep our page together. We made the group, I think we went down from 30 people down to like 10, you know, the first run. I think we're probably back up to 20. But it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy what a resale of a shoe, a release of a particular shoe can do to a community. It's crazy what it makes people do. You know, dudes that are willing to trade half of their collection just to get that shoe. People who are willing to just spend all of their money to get that one shoe. And before I end this video, I'm actually going to give a shout out to one of my boys, my boy Tony, DJ Cricket. We had a conversation now. Tony, I hooked up with a pair of Gammas. All right, I sent them a pair of Gammas for, you know, a little bit over retail. I made no profit on it. I just hooked them up with the seller, and he was able to cop his shoes without having to pay a stupid price. All right, and when we were talking, he said, you know, I don't get upset. I don't go nuts over a release of a shoe. I don't ever say, I gotta have that shoe by any means necessary, because there's always next week. There's another release coming next week, and the week after that, and next month. All right, there's shoes that are constantly gonna release. Every single month there's gonna be multiple releases. Why am I gonna get fixated on just this one shoe? If I can get it, great. If I can get it for a good price, awesome. If I can't get it, we'll push it off to the side. We move on to the next shoe. I agree with you, man. I totally 100% agree with that mentality. Why get so fixated on one shoe? Why? I'm not gonna do that anymore. You know, I'm gonna keep not just that one shoe, but I'm gonna keep all the releases in focus. And it's gonna be just, if I can get the shoe, great, and if I can't, we move on to the next one. Life is too short, you know, and why am I gonna spend all my money on this one release when I can get 2 or 3 of the next releases for retail? And who knows, I might get lucky and cop this last release on a restock, or maybe I can camp out at a villa for a refresh or something like that. Why am I gonna spend my money for a shoe that was only sold for $150, but people are asking $400 for that shoe? That makes no sense. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to rant about. I want to hear what you guys think. You know, will you fall for the hype again? What, you know, think about this. What are you going to do in 2014? Everybody knows that all the 6s are going to come out again. The infrareds, the whites, everything. The black and red are like, that's going to be my definite, I want to get those shoes. I want to know what you guys think. Are you going to fall for the hype? The next shoe that comes out, if you don't get it, how much money are you going to pay a reseller for that pair of shoes? Something to think about, man. I want to hear your thoughts, your comments, you know, complaints, whatever you want to tell me, man. Just leave it in the comment section. Your boy DJ Strike It Up. Make sure you go check me out on my website for music. Download my mixes at djstrikeitup.com. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. And we'll talk to you next time, man. Peace.